Hi, friends. It's looks like it's August the 21st, 2024. How time flies, doesn't it? Um, I'm trying to get this to where the lighting is fixed. I'm going to talk about messages that were sent too late. Um, you you may have experienced the same thing. You didn't get the message in time. I'm thinking of all sorts of things that's going to be spontaneous here. So hang with me. I'm even going to talk about Leonard Cohen's last week or two of his of his life. He's a singer and poet, songwriter, wrote Hallelujah. I'll be talking to him about him if I don't forget at the very end. In fact, I'm going to write it down here to to talk about Leonard Cohen. Okay, now here's the thing about today's message that I'm sharing with you. It's not a message, it's a discussion. And it's about I'm sorry I didn't get your message in time. And the reason I thought about this is I know very little technical information about social media. And try as I may, I don't always pick up people's messages back to me if I was to send a message out on any media, including X, including Facebook, including YouTube, especially YouTube in this case. Um, I called a friend last night that the little I know about having the ability to talk tonight, his name's Stephen Tivis. He probably goes by Steve Tivis, and his YouTube is The Life and Said Ending of. Again, I'll say it, The Life and Said Ending of. And I was looking, I've known him for a long time. I was looking at his YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. It puts it puts me to shame. It makes me look like I don't know what I'm doing. So I called him up. He answered. I said, I just want to tell you one thing. Steve, I said, you've got one professional program site, and I really like it. And the only person I recognize that you are getting all these wonderful responses from is Rod Sterling. Rod Sterling was the one with When Twilight Begins. So we laughed. I let him go. I wasn't going to ask for any more information. I can get that other ways, I thought, from other YouTubers. I hate to impose on myself, on others, and ask for help. Okay, I'm going back to I'm sorry I didn't get your message on time. Somehow I went to my WordPress. Again, I don't know much about what I'm doing, but I made myself do it on purpose, and it would be write notes, poems, and other stuff on WordPress in order to force myself to write. It didn't have to be good. It usually was raw, unedited, and then definitely unscripted. And just like this is. And there's 300 on there. I think it's 300. I had no idea because there'd be lapses of months that I wouldn't put anything on WordPress. And I noticed they rearranged it to where I was having problems even posting a new thing on it. I'll call it a thing. Some people might call it a poem, some people may call it a note, some people may call it a message. Uh, and I noticed it had been regrouped, redone, and I saw where I could leave a message. If it says leave message, yeah, I'll go ahead and put on a new message, which I did today, I think. Oh, it wasn't good. I'll probably take it off. It's a bad one. It was a bad one, sad one for most people. Probably no meaning, but anyhow, here I am. Here I am, and I hit the one that said comments received, and that's why I say I'm sorry I didn't get your message on time. You wouldn't believe the number of messages. In some cases, one or two may not be alive to hear me talk tonight. And I'm so unsophisticated with all this social media that as I answered or responded to their messages and sent them, went on to the next one and the next one. I scanned back up and it didn't show that I sent any. So for some people, they'll receive two messages because it didn't indicate it had been sent. And for those that aren't here anymore, that had cancer and only a few weeks to live and wanted prayers for a soft landing, I have to say I'm so sorry that my message didn't get there on time. Now, what surprised me, the only reason I'm on here Let me, this Diet Coke. I know it says something else. The only reason why I'm on here tonight is there's this poet that I was following quite a bit called his program I Hate Matt Wall. I Hate Matt Wall. Strange, but I remembered it, even though I haven't watched it for a while. He makes his living writing poetry, publishing his books on Xerox machines. Not Xerox, but copy machines. I was even going to hire him by media here, like Skype, to help me with this. Don't have anybody to help me. What help I get now, I hunt it up on YouTube and grab a piece here and a piece there. So, what he said in one video was, do not be concerned with the number of people that watch your video. If one person is helped, it's worth it. And that's how I felt today when I look at this man's message to me, who apparently was drinking hard liquor because he was lonely. And somehow he met a friend or friends, and it turned his life around, and he thought enough to share that with me. Do you know men don't don't normally share it with me? They see it as a sign of weakness. I don't know if it's a subjects that I cover, but other guys do if they're dealing with fighting or finding dates or this, that, and the other. I notice they get all sorts of responses from men. For you who are not here to listen because you've passed on to a higher level, hopefully a beautiful level, I'm sorry this message did not get to you in time. And for you that are now listening, I'll try to respond on time rather than a year later. So I want to thank you for listening. If you want to subscribe, I have, I think I have over 100 subscribers now. I laugh because so many people have 2 to 3,000 or more. What can I do but laugh and say, I hope you enjoyed this tonight. And I hope you have wonderful days in the future. Good night.